ladies and gentlemen, time for something new. Or not new, perhaps, but those things I ordered have arrived. Some glue, the Colombo test kit, and some bends and different pipe work, because today I'm going to make the overflow on the biobin. When I run the pump on maximum, it actually overflows the pipe in it, the outlet pipe. So just to make sure that the biobin not at some point overflows. You know, if something could go wrong, it probably will at some point. I can run the pump flat out and it doesn't overflow, but you know, if one or two of those biopads get caught in the grid on the end of the pipe, I could be in a lot of mess. And I really don't want to overflow this shit, because I have all the stuff, battery and stuff, for the solar panel. So yeah. Today it's going to be about making that overflow, and we are going to test the water with the new test kit, and maybe also do a comparison with the NT Lab test kit to see if there's any difference. I bet there will be. But we are also going to have a talk about it, because it hasn't been quite as smooth over the last week. You know, I had some issues with one of the showers, and I had an issue, or have an issue with one of the Asagi. But more on that later on. But yeah, let me crack on and get ready for some pipe work. When normally I would, or if I was to follow the schedule, the filter clean was or is tomorrow, but I'm going to drain the biobin, and why not let the easy pot boil while it's not running anyway. So yeah, I'm going to do the filter clean today. So yeah, let me get the tools out for the overflow and get everything ready, and then I will be back with you in a sec. Yep, there we have it in place. And the outlet is going out here. You just have to make an extension and then a 90 bend to the pond. And I am also going to place a bit of pipe welded together with this part. So yeah, let's get on welding. Just place you here. Hopefully you can see something. Yeah. So I'm going to glue these two parts. Where did I place them? Maybe I'm going to put you over here instead. I am trying something new today. I bought one of those selfie screens, so yeah, just fiddling around how it works and stuff like that. Yeah, where did I place the glue? As always, it's an absolute mess in here. The glue, or maybe I just, since I have them, put some gloves. I am still not used to working with that glue and stuff like that, so I always seems to get glue absolutely everywhere, and especially on the hands. So yeah, I'm going to start off with this piece, just a little amount of glue, and also on the pipe. So it is just a matter of getting those two. And again, way too much glue. That's where the gloves come in handy, I guess. Should just have brought some kitchen paper. Normally have some in here, but not today apparently. Or somebody else have used it. There we have it. Not the prettiest thing, but it is never going to get off. So yeah. Just have to see what angle I want, and do I really want to glue it more than that? If it, yeah, why not? Man, the smell of this glue, damn it, flies directly to the brain, I guess. But if you ask my wife, nothing serious going to get harmed. Now we'll just cut some pipe for the outlets. Let's see how much I need. I'm done with 90. Just a matter of how far do I need to go up. If I move you over here, then you can see what I'm doing. Sorry about the poor camera work. See if you can see it. Yeah. What I want is just to have it just like a 5 cm from the edge. So that should be around here. Remember, the pipe is going all the way in here, and it is all the way in over here. So I'll just make a mark right there. So now I know where to cut it. I'll just cut it and not move you. I think most of you know how a saw works, so Let us just dry fit it. Maybe I should put like a piece so the pipe ends just beneath the pond edge. I think I will do that just to make sure there's no back running or anything like that. So let me just try and measure out. It should be how much? What are your guess if it goes with an angle like that? And it goes like, how much is it? Like 3 centimeters? Yep. 30 mil up the pipe. If I make it 8 plus 3, that's 11. So I cut an 11 cm piece. Let's see. So this part on here. Over here. Yep. With this angle. Then what I'm going to do, I'm going to mark where the tank connector is, and where the bend is, and also this one, so that I can glue it and then have the exact angle. So one mark here, here, here. Ideally you would make those marks where they are not visible, but yeah. There we have it. Do not know if you can see it. There's a mark here. And also here. So now I can glue these pieces together and then place it where I want it here. So just make sure that it's the right. Yeah. That was okay. Oh, the auto feed is going on. More glue, more glue, more glue. Guess it's better with a little more glue than necessary than not enough. But I am trying to get that sweet spot there. It's like everything else, I guess. It's just something you need to practice. You can see the mark here, and I am just going to twist it like this. And then we have the problem again with too much glue, but not as much as last time. So yeah, there we have it. Then it's this piece. And I'm sorry, it's going to be a fairly long video this time. But maybe some of you that are watching now haven't tried this before, so or seen it done. Most of you have probably seen it, but just from the marks and there and here. There we have it. And again, too much glue. But as mentioned, I think it is better having too much glue than not enough. So here we have it. Then it's just the last piece. And here, just make sure that I'm right. Just like that. And remember, it is not a pipe that is where there's constantly water running through. Hopefully there will not be any water running through, because that means that I have a blockage somewhere. I don't really want that, but this is only as a precaution. So, there we have it. So, silicone that in place here, made that bend. And the outlet over here. So next task is to fix the waste pipe over here that needs a new, or it's not going to get a new ball valve, but it's going to get one in extension. So yeah, there we have it, a bit of an extension. So hopefully this is going to work. I think it is. Remember, I just put on the hose that are out here. So yeah, let me let this go off for like 15-20 minutes. Then I can continue with my filter clean. So yeah. And coming up in for you a sec will be the water testing. So, and let us do that comparison between the NC Lab and the Colombo test kit. So yeah, stay tuned. Yeah, sorry about the noise. We are filling the pond up again. What I didn't tell you. I put in an extra air stone. So now I have movement all over the bin. Before there was a static area over here, but now everything is turning around. I whacked the pump up to its full capacity, and the water just reached just beneath, so everything is good. The pump is running with, I would call it, the normal speed at the moment, so yeah. Let us get the test can open. There is all of the tests like there is in the NC lab. Ammonia, nitrite, nitrate, KH, GH, pH, yeah, it all. So let me just familiarize with it and see how long the different tests are going to take. I guess it's like those 10 minutes with the ammonia and stuff like that. But let me get familiar with it, and then I will make the test and show you the results. Yeah. Now we have some results. My ammonia with the Colombo was 0.2, so that's good. With the NC lab 0.3, so yeah, not that big of a difference. My nitrite with the Colombo 0.4, so there's still a little high nitrite, but that is what I have expected, because remember, it is plastic media I have in my system, and it takes a bit longer to get that nitrite out, or get the filter up and running using plastic media, apparently with plastic media. So, but the main reason for me to buy a new test kit was because that only after a week or maybe two I had nitrate readings of 100. I literally mean it was red like this cola can. That couldn't be right of a system, and I have no traceable nitrate in my tap water, so I thought I needed a new test kit. With the NT lab, in this moment in time, it is at 80. That's still very high for a system that has been running for a month, or yeah, close to a month, or is it two? In almost 2 months. And I did like 25 to 30% water change just before I tested the water. So the NT lab 80, and the Colombo is at 20. So that is a heck of a lot of difference. maybe to rule things out. The NC lab, after a week or two, measured over 100. It is now measuring 80. And the Colombo is measuring 20. So my best guess is that there is something wrong with the NC kit. If it's only mine, that could be. That could be that there's, for some reasons, the nitrate test isn't working. There could be something, yeah, from the factory or storage or something like that. So I think I will be leaning towards the Colombo. That sounds more reasonable, because the nitrite has been going down for the last like 10-12 days, and from nitrite it goes to nitrate, so there should be some readable nitrate, and 20 milligram, that sounds reasonable to me. Yeah. So will I be recommending the Colombo? Yeah. Do I absolutely hate the NC? No, because I do not know what the issue is with it. Remember, the ammonia and the nitrite is still very close to what the Colombo is testing at. So am I going to change anything regarding my filter cleans and food going in? Not in this moment in time. The auto feeder is feeding 3 times a day. That's what is possible with the one I have. I am going to increase, because it goes off at 8, 12 and 4 in the afternoon, and I am hand feeding at 8 o'clock in the evening. I'm going to increase that feed, but I'm not going to increase anything on the auto feeder yet, because in like 2 weeks time we are going on a holiday. That's only, what is it, 4 days, but I don't want to mess with an increased food level just before I'm going to holiday. I want it to stabilize as much as possible. So, and the easy part will not overflow on that amount. So I'm going to keep it steady. Of course, it's not going to get that hand feed while we are away, but yeah. So a little less food going in while we are on holiday. So yeah. For like, must be a little over a week ago, or a bit longer, one of the koi was struggling, one of the showers. It was getting thin and kept for itself, and yeah, not really feeding that much, and yeah, started to look like it was struggling. So what I did was I gave it a PP dip. It sort of helped it for a couple of days, but after that it started to struggle a bit more. So I made a scrape. I tried out my my microscope for the first time, and I found I need the bottle just to try and pronounce it right. Trichodynia, like, you know. Yeah, as mentioned, I found trichodynia, so I treated with the recommended dose of Alperex. That was like 6 days ago. After the second dose, it was just, yeah, it was falling apart. So, yeah, I did what you don't want to do. I put it down. So, yeah, it's no longer here, and it's, yeah, it is in a better place, I guess. But unfortunately, the Asagi has knocked itself on something in the pond, and it started to get some fungus. But Alperex is also helping with fungus, and it is reducing now, so everything is more or less good in the pond at the moment. So, yeah, unfortunately, the shower had to move on to koi fish heaven. Yeah. So, yeah, to wrap this up, done the overflow on the biobin, and also for the waste, put a second ball valve on the waistline on the easy pot. We did the water test, so I think it's now just to lean back, and maybe you should have a look at the pond. There is a lot of brown algae going on in it, but I don't care. It could maybe reduce a bit of the nitrates, but yeah, just have to. It's for me, it's just a part of the biological system. So, yeah. On that note, like and subscribe, and leave a comment. Thought there was something I needed to ask you about. Yeah, maybe I will leave it in the comment if I'm going to remember it. But yeah, goodbye for now, and see you on the next video.